Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on 3 trailers. First is Sentimental Value, starring Elle Fanning, a drama. And then there's Bugonia. It's only a teaser, but it's got Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. It's done by that guy she likes to work with. What's her face? From the feminist Frankenstein movie. I forget the name. And Cloud, I think it's a thriller from Japan about a guy who resells anime figures. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Heart in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 17, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Sentimental Value, it's got, what's his name? I can't think of his name. They got it in here. Stellar Skarsgård from, he was in the MCU. He was one of the scientist characters. He plays a dad who's estranged from his daughter, and it's going to be 2 hours of that. I mean, that's the whole movie. Daddy didn't love me enough, and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes these movies are good, and sometimes they are tedious. This one is not entirely in English, so that to me makes it even more tedious. I mean, they're touting it as a great work of art. That is a huge turnoff when I watch a trailer. If you're telling me the movie's good, instead of just showing me how it's good. And you might say, well, it's only a trailer. This is a complex, dramatic narrative. I'm telling you, it comes out if it's... You can tell. Now, it doesn't look like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it does involve actors and creative people in a drama. So it's got different layers to it. I wouldn't say it's awful. It looks fine. It's not my kind of movie. But, yeah, November. That's a good time for it. It's an art house movie. So basically, the father wants to cast his daughter, the actress, in a movie, but she doesn't want to work with him because she's estranged from him. He's trying to make things right. When she grew up, they grew up in a household where there was a lot of fighting, and she's trying to resolve the issues. So the second act, I think she goes to like her sisters, and there's some sort of family get-together, and they try to resolve their differences. He makes the movie without her. He makes the movie with Elle Fanning instead. And there's more brooding and relationship stuff. I mean, the cast doesn't look bad, I'll say. I'm not sure if it's based after a movie, or based after a book. But look, if you like drama, it's probably okay. At least okay, I guess. It feels like they're pushing it a little too hard, though. So the third act, I don't know, some resolution, but not really. Here, I'll read the write-up before I move on the IMDb. There it is. An intimate exploration of family memories and the reconciliatory power of art. Joachim Trier, who co-writes it and directs it. Eskil Volt is the other writer. All right, moving on. Bugonia. This is Jesse Plemons, who works. He's a beekeeper, but then there's an allegory about the worker bees, and she's the queen bee. It's a bit clumsy. This is Yorgos Lanthimos, the guy who did the crazy feminist Frankenstein movie. And it looks like all the men are incels, and they kidnap Emma Stone to do something crazy and probably achieve nothing. So they kidnap her in the first act, like they're oppressed, so they kidnap her. She keeps trying to escape. In the second act, she eventually tricks them and gets away. Here, they drug her, and they capture her again. I don't know. Latimos is a he does weird movies. It could end with her dying. I don't know. October. Um, I don't know. It just looks like a weird movie. He likes to make weird movies, and for some reason, Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons love to be in his movies. I guess they find them unusual. They're different, you know, which I can understand. First act, the two men are stupid, but they feel they're oppressed. And they come up with a wacky plan to kidnap their boss, Emma Stone. So, second act, they have kidnapped her, and she keeps trying to get away, and they keep, I don't know, doing stuff without her. And it's a very tenuous situation. There's no way this is going to work. Uh, she eventually escapes and, I don't know, exacts her revenge, maybe? It's hard to tell. Here's the write-up. A Yorgos Lanthimos film. Two conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnap a high-powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The context feels like it's going to be about incels and internet culture, but that's just a guess. It's not really in there, but it just kind of looks that way, just on the very broad stroke of it. I guess it's meant to be a comedy. It could be. Like, if it was a comedy, I'd probably be into it, but I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. And finally, Cloud. It's a Japanese film about a guy who sells anime statues. This is a thing. You weebs out there already know what I'm talking about. But it turns out a bunch of them are fake, and he sells fake ones. And it comes back to haunt him, and then guys stalk him and his girlfriend. He's making tons of money, but they don't like it, so now the stalkers come for him, probably his girlfriend. Second act, they go back and forth. Eventually, they capture him, and I think they do like a thing where they cut him loose in the woods, and they're going to hunt him, or hunt him, and he has to get out of it somehow. So, I'm not sure why it's called Cloud, but it's a Japanese film. It can kind of go in a lot of different directions. Here's the write-up. A stylish, subversive thriller from a suspense maverick, Kiyoshi Kurosawa. He did Cure and Pulse. Concerning Yoshi, an ambitious yet directionless young factory worker from Tokyo who side hustles in the murky realm of black market reselling, cheating buyers and sellers alike. After swindling his way into loads of cash, he becomes slowly disconnected to humanity, moving out of the city, shunning his girlfriend, and hiring a devoted assistant. But after a series of mysterious, sinister incidents occur, he begins to suspect his former victims could be plotting the ultimate revenge. A master of carefully simmering tension to a bloody crescendo, Kurosawa delivers a searing portrait of digital greed and vengeance. That sounds pretty cool. I like that. And I like the scenes in the trailer. You see scenes of his relationship, lines that indicate some of the stuff. Winning streaks don't last forever. You see some of the crime. That's all the things. Yeah, and this is admittedly more of my kind of movie. Although I'm not a huge thriller fan, this seems like it's kind of cool. Now, it is subtitled, which is kind of a strike against it because, you know, it takes you out of it a little bit to read all the dialogue. But a thriller like this that's sparse and taut, the subtitles might not really take you that far out of it. All right, let's rank these. Probably not going to be a mystery to you that I put Bugonia on the bottom because I just don't like this director. You know, I feel like he's trying to push a message, and it's subtle. I'll give him that. It's not a poorly made movie or anything, but I feel like Emma Stone used to be in cool movies, happy movies, and now she's just in weird movies, and I partially blame him. Um, Sentimental Value would be second, I guess. Kind of a close second and third situation. It looks fine. It just looks boring to me. Maybe if this is a tight 90, that would be okay. But overall, meh. But yeah, the cloud movie, that looks cool. That looks very cool. Speaks to me a little bit because it's got the comic book shop sort of angle to it, and a little crime and greed. And yeah, I would say that. So that would definitely be on the top. And that's not it for me. Tony D and Little Joan, check us out on all our various links, especially on the green site, the orange site, and the black site. Hope you're having a great weekend. I am very relaxed after the pool, and we had a little walkies with Joan. Having a good time today. Hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow.